Okay, so today I'm going to package a meal for two. And I didn't really show me prepping this because what we have here is a tray of cod, a tray of shrimp, mixed vegetables, and milk. And in my younger days, when I lived in England, we used to go fishing in the North Sea. And cod is one of the favorite things we used to catch there. But anyway, we went out on a boat one time and they were doing what's called a long line, which is a big long line, and it had like 100 hooks on it. And what you would do is you'd bait up each hook, drop your line with an anchor and a buoy marking your line, then you'd go off in your boat and you'd go fishing all day, and then at the end of the day you'd come back and pick up that line and hopefully it'd be full of fish. Well, we did that, and I bought the squid. We baited it up with squid, and we only got one bass on it. All 100 hooks, and we only got one fish, and it was this big bass. It's probably a good 10, 15 pound bass, can't remember. It was pretty big. And I'd never seen a saltwater bass before. So the skipper of the boat said since I bought all the bait, he let me have the fish. And my father-in-law, ex-father-in-law now, cooked that up. And what he did was he took that bass and he put it in aluminum foil with milk and butter, and he baked it that way, and it was just like eating steak. So you can't get saltwater bass that I know of in America. If you could, I bet it's cost you a pretty penny. As it was, the cod cost a lot. But I want to try and replicate that in my GoSun Fusion. So the first thing I'm going to do, we got 6 pieces of fish, so I'm going to make 3 two-piece meals. And I'm going to throw some shrimp in with it as well. Now, that fish is very, very delicate. We'll put about 6 pieces of shrimp in there with it. So I need to divide my milk. This is milk, and I'm going to divide that up into 3. And I'm going to put 1/3 of each milk in with the fish. So when we rehydrate this, we're going to do it in the oven. I'm going to add enough enough water to reconstitute that milk and the fish at the same time. It should come up pretty nice. So I'm going to fold that up like this for now. Gently fold it. Oh, wait a minute. I got another piece of fish to put in there. Let's put one of these. And 6 more shrimp. For 2 people. Okay. So I'm just going to go like that, loosely wrap it. And we're going to put it in my gallon Mylar bag. One of these. I'm also going to bag up in a 1-pint bag enough vegetables to go with that. These are just mixed vegetables, sweet corn, carrots, beans, And I think you should be able to just put the water in that and put that right in the oven. We can probably heat that up in the bag. Is that enough for 2 people? I'll put a little bit more in there. I'm just going to Ziploc that shut for now. And we'll put that in with our fish. And one more thing to put in there. I got a jar of mashed potatoes I did a long time ago. I made a video of it. I'm going to open that up. Take my O2 absorbers out. Get another pint bag. I'm going to put 2 of those discs in there. You might want to check out that video on the potatoes. Mashed potatoes I did. Very easy way to do portion size. But you know what? We might be hungry that day, so I'm going to put 3 discs in there. Again, I'm just going to Ziploc that shut. Stick that in my bag with my shrimp and the fish. There you have it. That's going to be our meal. I'm going to Ziploc this shut now while I pack the others, but I'm going to reopen this and throw in a 300cc O2 absorber in there and do a heat seal. But I want to get this all packed up. So I'm just going to repeat that for the next 4 pieces of fish, and I'll see you when I'm ready. So there you have it. I ended up with 2 fish and shrimp meals, or 3 of them. 2 will get put away. 1 we're going to cook up in the GoSun Fusion, and then a bag of shrimp and a little bit of vegetables left over from that load. I'm really looking forward to trying this out, and I hope you stay tuned here, and just next time you see me, we will be cooking this up and rehydrating it. I'll see you then. Okay, it's a nice sunny afternoon. I thought it'd be a good time to show you my cooking up some of this fish and shrimp meal. And it's got mixed vegetables and mashed potatoes, all freeze-dried. Everything in here is freeze-dried. And we're going to do it in our GoSun oven. So, let's get this open. I had 2 300s in there. Mashed potatoes, vegetables, and this is our nice shrimp and cod. And then as you saw in the video, I've got powdered milk on this. So what I'm going to do is kind of shape this to get it to fit inside the tray here. And then I'm going to have to pick all that up that just blew off. And I want to put enough water in here to rehydrate that milk, and also I want enough in there to rehydrate the fish, so it'll be a little bit runnier than normal. I'm not going to make it too much runnier than normal. Okay. Now let's try. I'm going to make a little pouch for my beans, or my mixed vegetables. That's all nice and dry. So we'll put some water in that to rehydrate as it cooks. And my mashed taters. All right. So I went and got me a spoon and some butter. I want to rehydrate these taters, and I want to make sure that I don't get them too watery. So a spoon was required. And that looks good. So now I'm going to open up my butter here. I'm going to put probably 1, 2, about 2 tablespoons of butter in there, maybe. However much you like. What does it say I put in there? Yeah, that's 1. 2, put a little knob on butter on my vegetables. And we'll save the butter for the potatoes to when they're done. A little bit more water on my veggies. Alright. So, let me see if I can get a zoom in on that before I put it in. There you have it. There's the cod and shrimp and milk and butter and mixed vegetables and mashed potatoes. What I'm going to do is, let me put this back up, sprinkle some salt and pepper on all that. And that looks delicious. I'm going to seal this fish up. In the foil. And hopefully that's going to rehydrate really nicely. Okay, so that looks like everything's ready. Actually, I'll go ahead and put my food in first. They say never to don't preheat your solar oven, because that vacuum tube can get hot, and you put something cold in there and it'll break just like a Pyrex dish in a oven. So you don't want to do that. And there you have it. That's pretty much dead in the bullseye on the sundial. So we'll get this cooking up. I'll let you know how long it takes. The sun's starting to set over here, so I might have to move that towards the edge of the table to catch the sun. We'll see. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so perfect example coming up here. I'll flip this camera around. I got a tree over there. It's going to take my sun's setting really quick here, and my temperature on the fish is 113 degrees. It's been 45 minutes, so I'm not going to have quite enough time to finish that. Now in the solar oven world, that's a disaster. My meal's not going to finish. But the beauty, but the beauty of the Fusion is it's a hybrid. So that sun's going down. I'm going to lose the sun. You can plug it into 12 volts and it'll continue cooking. And I'm going to turn this on, my little power, this is one I've had for years, inverter. Let's see how many watts that's using. So it's a total of 220 watts, 207 watts. That's drawing from my power bank. And the capacity of this is 293 watt hours, so I could easily cook that for another hour on that power bank if need be, but I won't need that. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to keep that open until I lose the sun on it. Then we'll close her up and continue cooking on the electric. Okay, so just to show you here on the sun, approaching my thing, we're getting all that shade there from my next door neighbor. There's a tree right there, getting ready to lose my sun. And this is about the sunniest part of my yard that I got. But let's see what we're up to on the temperature inside. 124 degrees. I'm going to give that probably about another half hour and that's going to be done. We'll see you then. Okay, so I just prodded the meat thermometer in my fish and it says it's 183 degrees. And that's what it's looking like. Everything in there, steaming away. So we're going to get this transported inside and we'll get it plated up. I'll see you then. Alright, so I've moved this in from outside. Now that tray in there is going to be hot. So we just pull it out. Look at all that steam coming off of there. Looks like I overdid the water a little bit, but that's alright. We had to rehydrate too, that's why. Check that out. I'm going to put this out of the way. The oven itself stays cold to the touch outside, but that tube is very hot, that tube there. Okay, so let's plate this up. Sorry about the china. The X got the fine china, so I'm stuck with the Pyrex. But it works. So let's see what this come out like. Let's open this fish up. Oh gosh, that looked good. Now I gotta count the pieces because my brother gets 6 pieces of shrimp and I get 6 pieces of shrimp. Freeze-dried shrimp. 1, 2. With all that butter sauce on it. They look good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get a nice piece of. Oh, the fish is just falling apart in there. Let's see if I can get it out there in one piece. Nope. But check that out. I am happy with that. And some veggies. And of course, I get half of those taters. I think I put too much water on those. Note to self next time, not so much water, but I'm going to eat them. And there you have it. A freeze-dried, completely freeze-dried meal, cooked in a solar oven, and when the sun went down, used a portable power supply to finish cooking it. And there's only one thing left to do, and that's for me to dig in and eat it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up down there, and hit the subscribe button. If you ring the bell, every time I post a video, you'll get notified that I've posted a new video. I'll see you next time.